Hey, this is the commentary slash editing video for Something in the Attic. I was originally going to do a behind the scenes and bloopers video, but I thought this could be something cool and different. So if you want to see more of these, give this video a like. If you want to see more behind the scenes and bloopers videos like I normally do, let me know in the comments below. And with all that being said, let's just jump into it.
So she's taking more and more pieces out of the closet.
Some real serious listening,
this is sex,
you know,
so I'm
that's
getting
real
kind of
acting.
scared, wondering how did I even get here?
Damn, dude. That's crazy. So what happened next?
I'm never going to have someone say that ever again. It was so awkward for me to say, damn, dude, that's crazy. So what happened next? I feel like not many people will just say, then what happened? I gotta know. It just sounded a little clunky coming from me. And this was, it looked simple enough, but there were a lot of moving components to this where we have the camera, the screen being recorded, the camera here simultaneously. I have a lav on, and I also use something called line in and loopback to create two separate audio channels for me and James. And I actually ended up using the lav less than I thought. I thought that the internal microphone in my computer would be more of like the scratch audio for syncing. And I really liked how it sounded, so I only used the lav mic when I was like getting up and stuff, like right there. We did a few takes. It was a lot of fun.
When you see high beam ceilings.
High beam ceiling, that's
good to know. James, do you hear that?
And then I wanted the bat to sort of tell a little bit of a story too, so you can see the animal sounds. This was the banging sound.
No, it's not.
And then when he does bang, the bat makes that screeching sound. So it's like he's flying around, he hits his head, and then he stops for a bit.
No.
And then I like how, for a split second, I'm like, wait, is he up in the attic having sex with my girlfriend? Is that what that is? I thought that was kind of funny.
You're in New York.
It takes him a sec. He's really
it's
like...
It's gotta be like an animal or something. If it got up there, it's gotta find its way out eventually.
You won't know that till you get up there.
Fine, dude, this better not end in an orgasm, dude. I'm just gonna say that. Will you wait here in case something happens?
Alright,
thanks.
I like the idea of him being so scared. He's like, I know you're in a totally different state. There's nothing you can do. But can you stay on the call in case something happens? Will you help me? And he's like, yeah, I guess. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And also, Chekhov's orgasm. This really should have ended in an orgasm. If I could redo the whole thing... For the hallway, I use Earl Sweatshirt's song Balance, and I put it in Audacity and used Paul Stretch effect on it to create this really atmospheric and sort of creepy song here that I think works really well. It's weird enough, and it's kind of, as he starts to talk, you kind of hear it becomes like a, it's like, you know, distant ghosts or something like that. And I really like this shot. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously wish it was smoother, but we don't have the technology to do that, so it's all handheld and kind of stuff. And I like how the bat is just there. I like how I'm really like, oh god, really scared by it. And so then this was done in a couple takes actually at the end where I wanted the tripping to look natural, but I was just really tired, and so it took a couple tries, and I'm looking over here, I see all the bugs, and those are actually like wasps and a bird feather, which I probably shouldn't have been touching with my bare hands, but I sanitized afterwards. And now I'm really just trying to figure out what's what.
Hey!
And I really like seeing the bat really fast, and I don't see it. Well, yeah, I kind of do, but it would happen so fast that I can't even register it. And out of comfort, I start to sing. We actually filmed this closer to where that glue trap was, where I picked up the feather, but because of the light coming from the window, you could see the fishing line that the bat was on. So then we moved it over here.
What's going on?
And then I actually cut a little bit of dialogue. It cuts back to James, sort of bored on the Discord call, and he hears me singing that, and he goes, "What's going on?" And I think it's funny, but I just cut it for pacing. It kind of makes it weird. And then it would cut back to me sort of walking away. And as I walked, the floorboards would move a little bit. So I put in a handheld effect just to keep it consistent, because right around here is when it started to dip, and it just looked kind of weird. And then this is a bit of a callback to Batman v Superman, when we first see Batman up on the wall there, or just other horror movies too. And I know the lighting, the LED light was here. It's just sort of like more so even here. And even though it doesn't fully match, I just thought it would look cool to exaggerate the shadows. So that's really the only reason. I know it doesn't match continuity, but that's okay. And then cutting back to the hallway I thought was cool and sort of important, because this entire time it's just been me up in the attic. So this is sort of a nice little reminder. And then the bat comes to attack. We have some really fast shots here. I'm looking around and being scared. My brother Brian was up on a stepladder. The bat was on a fishing line and the boom pole. This, I was so worried. It was really tough to get interesting and good lighting and not have the fishing line show. So that was a real struggle. We spent like 3 hours up there, which is maybe way too long, but all in all, I think we did all that we could. And then this is the green screen part where I wanted to keep it as natural looking as possible. When I've done green screen in the past, it's always been for like a dream sequence or something where if it doesn't quite look right, it's still, there's a reason behind it. But for this, I didn't want it to look too goofy or fake. I wanted to try to make it look as real as possible. So then, even though it is still on the string and I'm moving it, I did some keyframing and distortion to when it moved to try to have it kind of, as it's supposed to be moving, to kind of bend the bat a little bit. And to have him kind of swoop in real fast. I'm still looking around and cut back to I wanted to use the practical as much as possible. I think it's about 50-50. And right here, same thing. Trying to make it look as real as possible with some keyframing for additional movement. And the bat's really just flying above me. You know, I'm just kind of swinging because I'm scared.
Shit everywhere and... Oh my god!
I really like the music. I think it's from Music Slice, where when you download a song, it gives you every instrument as a separate MP3. So I just use pads and strings later to kind of get this upbeat, sort of grungy feel.
Dude, it ate a squirrel! Oh!
And then originally it was it ate a rat, but I thought saying the bat ate a rat was kind of silly and it came out kind of clunky, so we changed it right then and there to squirrel.
Oh, I thought bats just ate, like, fruits and seeds and things like that.
And then, even though you don't see the bat, it's just that he's looking around, he's scared, you know, you don't have to see the bat for that.
Bats are known to eat frogs. Frogs! Get a frog, Eric!
I just like, dude, just get a frog up in your attic, you know, and he got the bat again, the screaming.
I don't think he heard me.
I just love how, you know, he really is helpless, but he's trying. So he's like, get a frog. And then right here, actually, we did do a couple takes with the practical, with the bat actually there, but it just didn't come out looking as good. If I hit it really hard, then it would just sort of mess up. The string broke a lot in other takes with it just flying around. So I really didn't want to break the string anymore. So I kind of would like tap it and it didn't look real. So I thought, you know, let me just mime it where I just whack the hell out of it to try to give it a little more natural action. And then even though it's so fast, I did actually keyframe the bat to go down with the bat. But even frame by frame, you can't even see it. But I did do it. I did put the work in. like and subscribe. And then this is where those strings come in, and the pads still keep that sort of creepy droplet almost sound effect. And this is kind of more of like a Tarantino trunk shot, just with a booted foot as opposed to a naked foot. So it's a little pause, and we're back, man, and we're back. So actually, James came up with this idea for me to take the beanie off. I only wore it because I knew I could film with James on Sunday and do the attic stuff on Monday. So I thought, it would just be easier for continuity. But I come back and I'm wearing the beanie and my clothes look normal, and I'm just like, and we sort of came up with that together, where it's like, I should, shake my hair out and like, look kind of sweaty and disheveled. So that was good on him. And same situation as the setup, and then we have this, which was shot afterwards.
A man.
I thought it would just be interesting to have a separate camera angle.
But maybe a beast came out.
And it surprisingly lined up really well between these two shots, which I was kind of surprised by, because right here it's a little choppy, where I'm just moved totally, but it saves it by these lining up a little bit better.
Yeah. That's how I feel on the swing. Well, I'm going back there, so deuces.
What?
And he leaves me alone.
Probably get rabies shot. Call a vet up.
Yeah, definitely call a vet, if you're in contact. But yeah, that is the video. If you haven't seen the full video yet, please go check it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.